Hey guys, this is Peter, and as you know, I've been taking a look at the InvisaGig modem. I've been reviewing this for several weeks now because I was seeing something that I didn't quite understand. I think I've got a grasp of it now, so I'm ready to go ahead, show you what I was seeing, show you why I was kind of like, what? And anyway, march forward, because this is the coolest modem that I've seen in quite some time. Why? Because it covers every band I've ever seen on 4G and 5G. It covers 5G SA as well as NSA. NSA is built on top of a 4G LTE primary signal. So just like with the one that was given to me from T-Mobile, whether you have the Nokia or the Sagem-Com or the Arcadian, all of them are 5G NSA, which means they're based on top of a 4G LTE carrier. Still get some great speeds, but when you have control and you're able to craft, this thing will band lock, it'll tower lock, it'll allow you to kind of configure it your way and, well, get the best speeds you can. N41, for example, is an awesome band. It's at 2500 megahertz. It has some really good down speed. It has kind of terrible up speed. So if you're a YouTuber or you're someone that's running a server like myself, it's not the best. It also has a great feature in this InvisaGig. I love the fact that it is a modem only because I want to take care of the access point myself. It does allow you to port through a single MAC address and to say, let's port this MAC address through and give it a front look. And guess what? Now my Plex server works. I got rid of the carrier grade NAT issue that I was having, and it works awesome. Let me just show you some of that stuff and some of the other stuff I've been able to get rid of and why I've been just dragging my feet on this. Here, let me show you this. All right, so I'm back to my screen. Here's the InvisaGig setup screen. That's one of the setup screens. Here we are. I can log into it. I can also show a live signal. Now, I want to show you this and also show you why I had a little bit of pause, but then show you it go away. Okay, so live signal. What this is going to do is show me real time, all four antennas. What's that? See that red? That's why I was freaking out. I was like, wait. What's going on with my signal? Why does it show up red sometimes? There it goes again. I love the scores that I'm getting. I'm getting 80. Or, that's a wonderful power signal. The signal quality is very good. Signal to noise ratio is off the charts. This is really good. As you can see, I'm pulling in 5G SA, which means I'm getting two 5G bands. I'm getting N25 and N41 simultaneously. Now, I was like, oh, why am I seeing that red pop up every once in a while? Well, no one else has really provided this real-time data. So I did contact the manufacturer and they said, yeah, we see that too sometimes, but if you put a load on it, it goes away. And I'm like, huh, you mean so if I run a speed test, that's going to stop doing that for the entire duration of the speed test? And yeah, it happens. So let me just do that for you. I'm going to open up another window and I'm going to drag this one over to the side. And let's do Ookla speedtest.net. All right, now I'm going to grab this other window and drag it over to the side. And boom, this is the hard part. All right, there we go. So now I've got my speed test and my real-time signal. Now it doesn't start as soon as I hit the close button. It starts as soon as it locks in. So let's go ahead. I'm going to click it now. And looks like I get a ping. Come on. All right, 26 millisecond ping. Go. Now it should not turn back to red during this entire process. And it doesn't, which is great because this is a nice long test. And I've also shaped my bandwidth. So I gave up a little bit of my high speed downward stuff. I'm only getting 350 now. There it goes again. Now it's at full speed. It won't blink again. And this is awesome because I'm getting 100 megabit up, which is exactly what you want if you're running a server. So guess what? Now that I'm able to port through, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's one of the features of this. Oh, not that one. This is if I go to log in. Well, here's the modem information, by the way. It shows that I am reaching the internet. Look at that. IP4, and you're seeing that correctly. IPv6. And I was like, is that really an IPv6 address? and I went ahead and tested it out. Just like you would do, I said, all right, let's test this thing out. So I ran a test. So every test that I've run appears to run just fine. Here, look at this. It's your IPv6. It's testing it. There's a lot of programs out that'll test your IPv6. 10 out of 10. This one pulls my IPv6 first. There's my IPv4. This one tests everything. It says I'm IPv6 ready. Now, I haven't got this to work through the router just yet. So I'm looking at how to get my ORB to do the IPv6. I'm taking a look at this. So this is connected directly to the unit itself, so it's just a matter of time. That's why I've been hanging up on this. But when I plug it through my router, let me change it real quick. All right, so now that I have it running through my network, of course I have my Plex, and I have it on my phone as well. I have Wi-Fi is indeed off, and look, I can pick a movie. We'll pick Hidden Universe, cellular data. So there we go. I'm gonna look in the camera, see if I can tell when it's ready. There it is. It's playing. That's kind of a boring movie. Here, I'll play a different one. Look, but it updated there. Here, we'll pick Asteroid City. That was a weird little movie, wasn't it? I don't know if you saw that, but there it is, just over cellular. The lighting on that movie was so great. And the actors, you just look it up and see the actors in Asteroid City. Amazing. And it's going to update. There it is. So everything's working. It works beautifully. I've seen no other modem that can do this. What it allowed me to do was craft my signal the way that I wanted it to. I'm able to get the speeds that I want. This happens to be N41 and N25 in a 5G SA configuration. I also wanted to show you some of the 5G NSA connections I can do. Let's see, I just changed the network mode. 4. I'm going to do is change my configuration and say that I want 5G number 2 LTE, which is 5G NSA. NSA is based off of a 4G LTE carrier. Most of the time for me, it's band 2 or 66. So let's see, we're going to disable SA, which means grab some 4G stuff. Let's see what we got. Picking 3. Oh, I got to wait for it to come back. It's reconfiguring. I may even have to sign in again. Yep, reconnecting. Oh, there it is. Look at that. This is fantastic. This is 5G NSA. Because look at this. I got band 2 and band 66 and band N41. And I've got good signals across the board. Let's go ahead and do a speed test on this. So we can watch those all go solid. When the speed test commences, it should all stay. That hasn't started yet. That threw me for a loop. There it is. 25 millisecond ping. Should all stay solid. Wow, 385, 390. I'm in the 400 ranges. And everything remains solid. That's key. Because that's the way it's supposed to work. Nice signal to noise ratio. I've seen it fluctuate in between the two tests. Now here's some of what I'd be giving up. Even though I've got 3 bands going, my upload speed is, well, taking a hit. It's not terrible, but not great either. Now, let's configure it to one other way. There it goes with the red again. I'm going to go ahead and switch this up. X. And let's go ahead and log in. All right, let's change it to number 4. Yes. I want to go LTE only. That means 4G LTE only. 5G is completely disabled. Let's go ahead and see what we've got. All right, I got band 2 and band 4 of LTE. Now, those are pretty good bands. Let's see, let's do a quick speed test. Go ahead and do it. 36 millisecond ping. And not some terrible scores. Some people would be thrilled to get these. It's almost 200. 200. I see those quality ones doing their little dance. Look at that upload. That's actually better than I was getting over 5G. 5G NSA with 3 bands. It's all about crafting your signal. I'm going to go back and switch it to 5G SA and show you that one, because that was my best before. X, this screen, X, and 4, yes. It's been working pretty consistently, really consistently. 3, enter, 3. Oh, gotta wait for it to reboot. Only takes a second. I'm back. 3. All right, again, sometimes you get those little ones that pop up in red for a moment, but it's not bad. Let's go ahead and test it out, because, you know, it's transitioning, of course. Let's bump this one right now. Oh, what am I getting? I'm getting band 41 and 25. Huh, this is different. I was getting 25 and 41 before. This will be interesting. So the one's your primary, that's 41, and your secondary's N25. 26 is my ping. Come on, get up there. 350, come on, get up there. 350 is not a bad score. Especially when you look at the other side of it. If you're a YouTuber or you've got a server, all of a sudden this number matters a lot more. And for some reason, I've confused it or something. It is usually because, there we go. Keep going. There we go. It started kicking in. It's like it's starting to figure out its space with the tower. Let's do that one more time just for fun. Maybe it was just getting ready. Who knows? There's a little live signal over here just for fun. Three, 4. All right. 350 or above is great. And there we go. There's my 100. This is what it runs like all the time. And this enables me to serve with my Plex server. So I think this is very, very nice. This is 5G SA. So it allows me to craft my signal and hone it in the way I want. This one will lock to your tower. It'll lock to bands. It gets all the different bands. We're talking N77. That's the 3.7 gigahertz. N25. N66. Those ones are in between N41 and N71. Those ones are key. So, yeah, you know, 2500 megahertz is pretty hard, or 2.5 gigahertz is pretty hard to get. 1.9 gigahertz is much easier to get. There you go, guys. This is one neat modem. It's a lot of fun to play with because you have it's a crafting table. You can do just about anything you want with it. And I've been thrilled with it. This kind of speeds 25 millisecond ping. I'm going to do over 350, and I'm going to get over 100 up. Let's let her rip. 25, just like I said. Look at that signal to noise ratio. Outstanding. This is using my waveform antenna. It's up on the roof, attached to the InvisaGig, and going through my Orbi, which has been an excellent antenna. 390, that is not bad. Over 100 again. This is solid. This is really a solid solution and enables me to serve my Plex. Again, this is over cellular. 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right, I'm even going to jump into the middle of the movie. When that cues up, really cool. Super cool. There you go, guys. Hey, this has been this is my favorite modem thus far, and I like it because it is doing things I haven't seen before. I haven't seen anybody allow me to get 5G SA and craft it this way. I haven't seen anybody else allow me to port something through and get Plex working and serving the way that I want it to. And I haven't seen anything else work with IPv6 across the board as well. Now, granted, I'm not getting it through my router right now, but I'm going to keep working. Anyway, guys, there you go. That's the catch up, and we'll talk to you soon. See you in the next one.